And I guess we're rolling. So, comment ça va, mon petit ami? I just want to make a hopefully shorter video this time. Sporting my Superman t-shirt for the win. I just saw. Well, I just saw. I'm kind of like following this whole thing for a few days now, with RVJ and Ryan Bowen. Kind of going back and forth for a potential match. Uh, you know, a lot of things are being said and thrown around from both sides. I'm not gonna go into that as entertaining as it might be for some of you out there, but this channel is not about that. What I do want to talk about is actually something that I consider very positive in this whole thing, which is the financial aspect. So, out of this whole, social media ordeal with this guy said this guy said that. Now with Ryan and with RVJ, we see that in the heat of the moment because of the whole, all the intricacies of the discussion. Now we're talking about money. So money has been dropped into the discussion. Not that it was not dropped into any other discussion prior to this, but as you all know, arm wrestling is not like the biggest sport on the planet where we are. People are, because I'm still not considering myself worthy of putting myself there, but people are trying to grow it up into being what it can fully be potentially. And arm wrestling as a sport is still unknown, unfortunately. So a lot of people are trying to bring awareness through a whole plethora of different means, from cool outdoor challenges like the whole schoolboy thing, and bringing other people from other sports, a lot more known sports like strongman, powerlifting, fighting, bodybuilding, and stuff like that, bringing them into our sport so that we kind of like begin exchanging, fan bases and opening doors and so on. So, bottom line is people are trying to grow the sport tremendously, with Devin being like the undisputed, leader of this whole movement, at least on social media, right? So he is the goat from this point of view. But back to the Ryan Bowen and RVJ thing. Now, money has been again dropped into discussion, and this time around, as far as I'm hearing, it's somewhere around like 50K. I'm not sure exactly what the final thing would ever be, if it ever comes to be. If it's 50K each, getting accumulated into like 100K, 100 grand, or if it's just gonna be 50K, whatever the case might be. What I like about this, apart from just the number itself, is the fact that with such pay grades, whether it's self-funded or sponsors or federations, organizations, whatever the case might be, whatever the business background of that discussion might be, I like the fact that when names start colliding in such ways, and a little bit of ego is involved on every side of the on each side of the equation, money becomes something that can all of a sudden manifest itself. If there's no heat, no intrigue, no hype, no nothing, it's basically two guys arm wrestling for the love of it, for the love of the sport, the game, whatever. But now when it's when there are a lot of things at stake, whether you consider them to be anything or not, when things are at stake, money starts dropping, and you have to now analyze things for a bit. 50K, even if it's just 50K, so not 50K each, so that one takes home 100 grand or whatever the split might be. when it's 50 or 100K on the line, now this all of a sudden becomes a sport in which a lot of people will want to enter. So this further grows the sport, and not only this, but now it draws a lot of attention. It draws a lot of attention from the media, from the public, from the competitive scene, and now it becomes a possible reality that, who knows, somewhere in the near future or even far future, but somewhere in the future we might have enough incentive for people to want to consider, becoming arm wrestlers, professional arm wrestlers, arm wrestlers for a living, which is something that is quite hard to do at the moment. But with such events, with Ryan, with RVJ, things are looking promising. I know there's like this very classic debate, like what the WAL does versus WAF or PAL or whatever, because the money is so much greater in the US. Listen, like, no doubt about it. Unfortunately, the situation is like this, and it's a sad situation because everywhere else you're pretty much wrestling. I mean, arm wrestling for a beer and a free T-shirt, and yeah, you're paying for your accommodation, for travel expenses, for whatever. So you're pretty much on your own. And not only is this a reality, a sad reality for competitors, but it's also for the whole crew and organization and referees and whatnot. So it's a self-funded activity apart from the top guys, whether it's top guys in the organization, top guys, meaning top competitors, whatever. You have to be at the very top to at least make something out of it, so that you can draw the line at the end of the day and say, well, it was worth it. Other than this, you're pretty much just hustling for chump change, which is sad, to be honest. And we have to make sure that we try to bring this up somehow. So yeah, I'll be talking about that later on in future videos, especially with the reality of referees having to like travel and whatever, because as you'll see in the near future, I'll be posting a series of videos. I'm trying to get myself working up the ladder towards becoming a certified referee. I'm kind of already like a junior referee on a national level, but I'm trying to work my way up from there, hopefully become internationally recognized. Who knows? We'll see. Now with COVID, it's tricky because competitions are very hard to organize, and travel also is hard. So that's why I'm saying we'll see. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this whole thing with the whole money incentive. Would you actually consider going into arm wrestling if the pay grade would be high enough? And if yes, what would such a pay grade be for you? What would you consider to be a good number for you to get involved and train your ass off and potentially even injure yourself trying to do this for a living? I'm really curious in getting to hear what you guys are thinking about this whole thing. Right, so as always, I will try to step out of this video nice and clean without going too crazy. But it's already starting, so I think I'll just end it here in 3, 2, 1.